Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody out there in the world that is watching today. My name is BK. I am being joined by my co-host,
of course, JJ in the building.
And today we have our first ever special guest. Come on now.
Give it up. Okay.
And what is your name, Mr. Special Guest?
My name is Thokozani Sosibo.
And today, why are you here? What are you bringing to the table of the JNBC show now for Calvin?
Thank you for including the C. You'd have missed an alphabet, but it's a close one.
Yes.
Today I'm here just to share some knowledge with a good friend of mine who I know for many years. And he just gave me a shout to actually, would I like to come here and give some insights in terms of the football space. We meet occasionally with him in different spaces, of course, in the field.
Okay, so I'm assuming that you are much more on the I've heard that you're much more on the South African side of football on the field and so forth. Is this correct?
Right, correct.
Right, I'm going to hand this over to you. We have a fun conversation. South African football. I'm going to learn from you too.
Today, you're going to learn about football. And today, you're going to learn about this man. He didn't tell you his first name though. Should I tell him?
Yeah, you can.
It's Thokozani Calvin Sosibo. That's his full name. And he's here with us. We've got a few questions for him. He's played for different clubs. He's going to tell us all about that. So yeah, like we said, welcome to the show. Let's get started.
Right.
Wanted to say something?
No, I was actually gonna repeat what you were just about to say.
All right.
Let's get started.
I've got some questions I have to prepare for this because
go on.
But before we start though,
okay,
there's something I need to address.
go
Right?
on. Yeah.
Based on last week's show. Okay. First things first. Let me look into the camera now. I love James Maddison. Great player, but I got a lot of stick for this.
You got so much.
Alright, so I'm
James Maddison
addressing
comment.
Pepsi now. Pepsi. Madison is a great player, but he's a mid-table team player, and I'm sticking by that. Okay, what did you do today in the game against United? Nothing.
Is the game over yet? Actually?
Yeah, it's done.
It's
3-0.
done.
He
3-0.
took the tackle that got Fernandez a red card.
That's what he's
Ooh.
good at. Okay, at least something with Madison.
This is why I was standing for James Madison. I'm sorry.
That's the
I'm
only
just
trophy he's
saying,
gonna
that's
win,
the
getting
only
Fernandez sent off.
Getting Bruno off.
Okay, Pepsi, I stand by what I say, but I didn't say Madison is a bad player. Good player, yes, within his right, but not great. Not
Crazy.
Salah levels or ever. Okay, we're
Different
done with that.
positions, but anyway.
I wanted to address that. And also, BK is
I'm wearing the same socks now.
All right,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
Under Armour team.
white socks.
I got called
Okay.
out. Wearing the
Alright,
same
so
socks.
he's got the same socks. Let's get on to it.
We're on game today.
Okay, I'm gonna address him as coach because he's also a coach. He's doing different things like I am. So, coach, first things first. I think I asked you this before.
Yeah.
You retired early. You were born in 1985, if I'm not mistaken.
85.
And you've been retired for the longest time because I remember the first time we played together, I was still in high school. In that time, you had just come back from Turkey. Why is that?
I think football is in its totality. You need to really prepare early. And for me, I think it came at a time whereby I think where I was, I could actually see where I was going with this thing. So my love for football actually started, and the passion became more visible that what am I going to do when I stop playing? Because you're not always going to have age on your side.
That's true.
So now when you're not going to have age on your side, it's different. So my planning went back to say, if I retire now, am I going to be willing to give back, push knowledge, and try to bridge the gap between the players that couldn't actually break it?
Okay. No, that makes sense.
inspiration.
Yeah, that's
inspiration.
I'm inspired.
Yeah, I want to be a footballer now.
I mean, you have the age on your side.
It's not
For
that
that,
I mean,
and you got the height.
when I looked at it, when I got in here, I was like, this could be my best striker.
Can you finish though?
It could be two of 2 things, which is whereby if I say you can be a striker, I'm looking at your qualities. You got height, you got the physical quality, which is if I will have to use a certain formation, you'll be the one that will hold up play for me. Alternatively, I can then turn you into a center back, which is again your height becomes something that I can actually benefit from.
Okay, ask coach what I used to play in high school. 'Cause
You know what?
he was my
I coached him in high school.
Mm-hmm.
He went to alma mater. Great player. Shocking that he was actually able to dribble. Because usually tall players are not great with their feet. But like they here and there. But he was actually good. He could dribble, he could shoot. He played in midfield.
I played midfield.
Yeah,
yes,
as a 10, yeah.
I was in midfield.
And he could
I
shoot.
see him as a 6.
Nah,
I
he
was
can't
a 10.
dictate
I
play.
can't, I'm not a scanner. I'm not a person that holds.
So
and
this whole
watches.
body is for decoration.
It actually, so it came because after football,
Yeah.
right? I found a new love for basketball,
So
and
that's-
in basketball, that's where I really I thrived, like 100%.
Yeah, but yeah. No, I get where coach is coming from. But yeah, he was great. Anyway, we're moving on. I've got a lot of questions. I'm going to get through each and every question.
Why do you want to move on when you're talking about me? When you're talking about me and about how quality
But
I
you
am,
see,
wanna
today,
move
it's
on.
not-
Okay.
It's not about him.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Move on.
So I'm sure people would want to know which teams did you play for, and out of those teams, because I know I'm gonna say you played for Maritzburg, you played for Chiefs, you played for Vets, and you played in Turkey for Ankara Goku,
Ankara Gucci.
Gucu, yeah, Goku, you know, Dragon Ball. I was close.
I was also like, okay, it's
Ankara Goku, Ankara Gucu. I mean, it's more or less the same thing. Anyway, you played for those teams. Did I miss anyone?
Tembisa Classic. That's reinformed into Maritzburg United.
Yes. All right. So, out of those teams, which one was your favorite? Surely you had a favorite team.
yeah, 100% actually.
My favorite teams, I would say, I think it's the team that actually gave me an opportunity, which was Chiefs. I was there for 9 years. I was developed. I'm a product of KZ Chiefs for many years. I think I was there for 9 years.
Mhm.
And then I got an opportunity where I was promoted to the first team. So that's when my real journey started. So getting to that setup and having a different feel in terms of professionalism. When they talk about Chiefs, it's something that brings in like goosebumps to me because the level of professionalism that is on that team is on a different level. Chiefs is not a club; it's a company.
Okay.
This is one of the teams. Now I'm giving secrets away. This is one of the team when I was playing where they used to give 13-man check. 13 check. So meaning that
Yeah.
like normal workers, you get your bonuses,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So in other teams, you get paid till December, right?
Okay.
Chiefs used to give us a voucher from, can I mention the brand? Woolworths, the W?
Yeah, you can. Woolworths.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we want our money.
Right.
Woolworths, yes,
So
please.
they used to give us
Okay.
actually vouchers that will fill up to our groceries at the end of the season. Every year, irregardless. So you get your salary early and then they'll put money on top. And then they'll give you a voucher.
Oh wow.
So that was that was something that I grew up with. When I look at the team, then I got inspired to say, "Ish, this is now when I say this is a company, this is what I mean." Because in companies, you'll always get that extra check, which is a 13 check. So now that's one of the things that inspired me also to do similar stuff where they do from everything that I always do that you see me in the field. It's actually something that I've learned from those teams, like how to manage players, giving your best professionalism and all those sorts. So one of my best teams was actually that. Funny enough, the team that you guys can't pronounce, it's actually in the capital city of Turkey, which is in Ankara.
I've got a question. You played in Turkey. Can you speak Turkish?
Yes.
Ooh.
Merhaba.
Nasılsın?
İyiyim, siz nasılsınız?
İyisin.
Okay.
Okay, I got
Yeah. Okay.
Great chat.
I got chills now. Okay.
No, that's just to
Thokozani.
prove. Thokozani. Thokozani.
Okay,
That's
okay, guys.
enough.
Okay, wait.
Moving on.
Okay, wait. Before we move on.
Okay.
Alex is our producer, right?
Yes.
How do you know Turkish?
Actually, that didn't even pop in my head.
It's part of the job.
You
You have to know it all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to Turkey. We're going to do a
Going to
podcast
Turkey.
in Turkey. All right, let's go.
That was so random, bro.
Like, I even forgot what I wanted to ask. Wait.
We were learning about Turkey.
Yo, okay. No.
His time in Turkey.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, we're going to get there.
Ankara Gucci.
Ankara Gucci.
No, I was just giving a description to the name to where it arrives from.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Ankara is actually the capital city.
Okay.
And what was unique about it that there was what? Those teams were owned by brothers.
Oh,
So
crazy.
it's like,
And they're
Adidas and Nike
Yes.
vibes. Okay.
Yes.
Why?
They were owned by brothers.
Why not just invest in the same team and like try to push up together?
Well, I wouldn't know because another part also, like where we are right now, right at the back here, it's another team called KSW. So every time when I was in Tech, when we're training, we'll train in the morning and finish. We can actually see their tactic when you just go over the wall.
Wow.
And you're playing in the same league.
We're playing in the same league.
So they could also see your tech.
yeah,
Yes.
they can see you too. Yeah, they can see you too.
So it was one of those things where when I got in there, I was so intrigued also. For me, it wasn't far off. Coming from Chiefs to go to Europe, the standard was almost seamless. It just flowed. Because time, professionalism, all the stuff that there's not a chance where you're going to say you don't have a field, tomorrow you're going to train in the park, or tomorrow there's no kit. Everything is there.
Yeah.
Same
The
as
standard is flat out.
yeah, so for me, it wasn't a big adjustment. So it was just so easy just to get in there and say, okay, what I'm here for is just to deliver and why I'm actually here. Then, but we're going to touch base in terms of how I moved there, how I got there, who actually assisted me on all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So at what age did you start playing?
I got promoted, PSL, I got promoted when I was 18.
18.
Yeah.
Alright. It's good age.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you old.
Okay, cool. You started at 9 years old. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've always wanted to ask this to former players, you know.
Okay.
Best player
You
you've
went up.
ever played with and you've ever played against.
Okay.
Local, international.
Doesn't matter. You pick.
I'll pick
Okay, local. Yeah, let's do that. Locally. Let's go to locally. Best player you've ever played with.
locally Shoes Musho.
Ooh, legend.
Yo, what crazy player, dude.
I'll choose
Yo.
Shoes Musho at any given day, bro. I think when you want to actually speak about true professionalism, 200% you speak of that guy. Main reason, like how he carried himself. I think also it's justified in terms of how we saw his career. He played that man up until the age of what, 42?
Yeah, 43.
43.
Yeah, he played. And at the highest level as well. He was
Yes.
playing for Chiefs. He played overseas. So yeah. No, legend.
So
Legend of the game.
when actually I played with him at Chiefs, it was one point when it was that team of Kaizer Chiefs that was called Fat Alice, which is we're taking everything.
Take everything, yeah.
That's where we won the league, Super 8, Telcom, a whole lot of trophies that we actually won.
Yeah, I saw a picture of you and the trophy there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I saw
Yes, that was that. I got like the Castle League, Premier League. That's what I actually hold.
with
But
the big kit,
Yeah,
the
but-
oversized
yeah,
shirt.
Back in the
that
days.
just
yeah.
justifies my age. I was young. That thing was wearing me. Even now, I don't even fit on it. So
Okay,
the nice
yeah.
part was me just being around those guys.
Mm.
If I would mention the names, you had your Shoes Musheo, you had your Cyril Nzama, Patrick Mabedi, Colin Besuma, Tinashe Nongomashe, Patrick Mayo, Brian Baloyi, Rowan Fernandez.
Just legends.
No, guys, I'm not old. I was just that I was promoted early. So my
Nobody
talent.
say anything
You
about
didn't say anything about your age.
Listen. When people you start mentioning that you played with those players,
They think
they're gonna start questioning the age. But it's not about questioning of the age. It's like for me, the amount of talent that I was surrounded with.
Yeah.
So for me, also it goes back to say, this is why maybe in my own living means and how I carried myself, I had like better role models that I could see. There's people that would wish that to get touch those guys, be next to those guys. I trained and shared dress room and picked trophies with those guys.
No.
So that's something
That's-
very, very, very unique.
Yeah, that's sick. I won't lie.
Yeah.
That's very impressive.
So you had idols all over, just
Yeah,
around you.
just
Everyone was
you
just
looking at all
amazing.
of them.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Internationally, then.
Yes.
International, I will go with the. I think one of the best. You guys, I was stand to be corrected. Manchester City striker Darius Vassell.
Vassell, yes,
gentleman.
Darius, I
What a
remember.
gentleman.
Crazy.
Not the
What a
city with the money. That was no money there.
Yeah.
That was no. Yeah, you're right. You're
Okay.
right. So that was a city without money. So I shared a room with that guy when I was in Turkey.
Oh, okay.
It's the guy that I actually shared the room with because we couldn't actually speak Turkish, and those guys didn't even
Okay.
care.
Oh yeah, so he
Oh,
could
actually,
speak.
I wanted to
No,
ask
Darius
Yeah.
was English.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Darius
you could
was
speak with him.
Yeah.
Yes, so we share a room and then you'll ask me, what are you saying, bro? I'm like, hey, I don't know, man. We just get to figure out. But the nicest part is that in football, it's always about your body language when you talk.
Mm.
So like simple information, like when they say push, it's like chick.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You quickly understand because they carry the action within the words.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just saying the words like it's a conversation. So chick, all of those things, then I'm like, oh, they say push up. Oh, okay. And then quite a few things. Then Darius Vassell will say, hey, we gotta learn this thing, man. Then one day we were camping we were actually in Antalya. We sat there and then we started watching one of these cartoons. You know that they write subtitles there.
Yeah.
So we had our
Yes.
small books with him. And then he's writing whether they say, I say, bruh, they're saying wrong stuff here. Can we write also this stuff?
Oh, so like you would study through
Yes.
basically. Okay.
No, that's awesome.
That
Yeah.
is cool. I actually wanted to ask. So then, when you play for like these international clubs, do they try? So you try to state that they don't cater for the people that don't understand the language.
True.
So the manager, he keeps it pushing. He's saying he's Angaraguchu, and you're just there like, oh,
Yeah. Well,
Over.
the thing is, the gentleman that actually brought me to that team was a guy that spent many years there, which is true. He spent more than 15 years there.
Okay.
So his words alone is an amplifier. So whatever that he says goes. But in our case, it wasn't a matter of that. It was an opportunity that was presented by a trusted source.
Okay.
So that trusted source, when we got there, I only spent 3 days, then I was signed to the professional league. Not the bottom league, professional league with your Fenerbahce, Beşiktaş, Galatasaray.
Okay.
Trabzonspor
Yeah, so
at
you're
that
playing what's it, Super League?
Yes.
It's Super League.
It was Super League. So
Ah.
when I got in there, my manager was also Turkish. So the transfer was from South Africa to Turkey. So when he received us, he spoke a little bit of English, but those people, I like it in that sense.
Mm.
When somebody speak their rawness of they speak raw of their language.
Mm.
It's okay because I will learn sincerely by catching the words and the phrases that I want to use. I wouldn't use anything else
Yeah.
because I want to use what are the cues in terms of the football lines. What are they saying?
Yeah,
Is it offside, kick, run? Like for instance, when they say run chabu, when they say chabu chabu, you know that they say run.
Run.
You understand? Yeah. So it's those things. Then you see those smaller yana cues. Then I was like, okay. So it took me quite a while just to get the smaller details on it because at times we'll have a team talk and then I'll be just watching the board. But what I was looking at is actually how is he moving the pieces on the board and where is my name?
Yeah, wait.
That's it. I want to know whatever that they're saying here. Oh, you don't play them offside. Me, I just want to see when he touches me, I know. Then the attention goes up.
Mhm.
Okay, he says move there, and then the translator will actually translate.
So what position did you play then?
I played as a left back and also as a left wing, but they varied like this.
Okay.
because of my speed, when we play against oppositions that are quick, I will play as a left back. When we play
Okay.
oppositions that are slow, I will play as a winger.
Yeah, because then you're
So it was a tactic from that side.
Mm-hmm.
And which is one of the things actually it was surprising a lot of people. I remember at one point when we played against Ike Athens. They were playing
It's
Yeah,
a
I
Greek
get
team.
it.
You know that.
It's a Greek team.
Yeah.
We played on our preseason. We're in Austria. I've got like hardly a week. I signed for Ankara, and then we played that game. I think I might have sent you the clip of that game. There's a
We've
guy
got
that
the
recorded.
clips. We've got some of your highlights.
Yeah, there's a,
Oh, we actually have the highlights.
Stick them in the group.
Yeah. Did you?
oh, you did.
Yeah, I remember him sending.
So I'm sure they
Okay,
want to
okay.
be
Yeah,
added to
send them
that.
that.
Yeah. So what then happened was when I played that, and then when I played that game, they actually came to me and said, no, they came to the coach, Hikmet Karma.
Mhm.
They said to him, "We want that player. Can we sign
Just
him?"
a week after it's signed.
Then the coach said, no. I just got this guy last week.
Mm-hmm.
This is his first camp in Austria.
Mm-hmm.
That just proves in terms of our South African players and their technical ability. If you really want to do it, you can actually do it in Europe. I will say it. I'm talking from personal experience. It's not hard in Europe. Don't let people lie to you.
But that's what I always say.
It's not hard in Europe. Never.
Even to my boys, when I'm
you
coaching them, I always say the same thing. It's easier to make it there compared to here.
Mm-hmm.
Football there, if you understand tactics,
Yes.
then you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where we fell in South Africa. Most coaches don't focus on tactics.
Mm.
They're focusing on the individual skill and that's about it. But if you don't play as a team and you don't understand tactics, you're not gonna get anywhere. Anyway, it's not about me.
Wait, so then actually, I'm sorry, I know you had another question, but then my question is then, if it's not so difficult to like make it in the European leagues and so forth, why do we as South African teams and so forth struggle so much in comparison to those teams? Like, as in like, okay, this is a bad example, but Barcelona came this side.
Right.
And what? It was like a 3-1. It was I was impressed that we only lost 3-1. But like regardless.
You look at
No
the
one-
quality of players that are on the pitch as well.
Exactly, yeah, true.
Yeah,
You're seeing
Ronaldinho.
Suarez, Ousmane Dembele, all right there. You're just like, okay, yeah, very good game.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, so my question is like, no one's ever going to be like, you know what, take Sundowns to the Prem. See them against Sheffield United or whatnot.
Well, I think you need to weigh both things properly. A friendly match and an official match is not the same.
Okay, they
Right.
treat it differently. I'm
Yeah, they
assuming.
treat it differently because remember, it's preparation phase when these European teams come here.
That's true, yes.
The same could be said when Tex Galaxy came and then played against the team from Austria.
Mm-hmm.
The results, we thought that team was going to thrash everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But it ended up that they had a tough game, which is now you have to now then understand where are they in their preparation and why they brought the games here
Yeah.
for altitude sake,
Okay.
which is to prepare players much faster
Mhm.
than when they're in the cold season. So when it's
Okay.
hotter, your fitness goes up. But just to answer your question is that in most of the times, players just lack the discipline and not the perseverance.
Okay.
Our hardness this side goes and then fades.
Okay.
We got little resilience
Yeah.
because of the number and the congestion in the PSL. You got about what? 450 odd PSL players, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then look at the population.
Mm-hmm.
50,
So
60
50,
million.
60 million. And
Yeah.
then you expect to turn pro. Where?
Yeah. That's
So look at the
that
ratio.
percentage is insane.
You get it? So in Europe, this is what will happen. I will know Junior from when he was 15 because he went through the ranks. One, he's playing for a recognized academy, which is maybe it would be a Menu or it would be an Arsenal. I know it's a bad example, Menu. Liverpool, Liverpool,
Chelsea has a good academy. They
Right.
just don't use it.
the Arsenal, yes. So when you look at that, so if I know juniors through all those ranks, I'm not surprised when I see him on the national team. So here, you're going to play 1 or 2, 3 games. Maybe you got a chance where you play the Telkom Cup where they include everybody or Netbank, and then you do well, and then you get to the final. The next thing, the media is amping you up to be in a national team, but you have not gotten the base and the structure. You have not even been at under 17 level. So then now becomes a surprise because there's so much that you need to filter.
Yeah.
So in that's why in Europe things go through proper channels.
Yeah.
I will know you through the radar from this block to that block. When you turn pro, you're like,
I remember.
he had to.
Yeah.
He had to. Same like Messi and Ronaldo.
All right. Let's move on.
Yeah.
We can talk for him.
We can.
That's the
I
problem.
mentioned
So,
we could say-
I want to skip some of the questions.
Mm.
But I wanted to ask you, I remember we had a conversation a while back. We spoke about the most hostile environment that you've ever played in. And you said you couldn't even hear your teammates speak.
Yeah.
Can you tell the guys at home
Yeah.
watching this, like, what happened? And you mentioned Roberto Carlos in there.
Hey, yeah, I'm listening now. Yeah, go on. Yeah, I'm listening. Okay.
Well, I think one of the greatest time that I actually had in Turkey was one. Again, there's another team called Bursaspor. Bursaspor, again, it's brothers. If you Google that team, you're gonna see the flag is joined like this. It's yellow and green. It's two brothers. It's joined like this. It's Bursaspor versus Ankara. Those games are always tense. For the first time.
So like a derby.
Yes, I
Chiefs.
experienced that tension. I can't explain it, bro. Chairs flying in. We scored first, and I started that game. I'm telling you, there's a point where a player was just next to me, and I was trying to talk to him. We're discussing tactics. It's gonna be a short corner because I was taking the corners because there was no way I was gonna compete with those guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I'm the one that's
It's
taking
like
second
putting in
place.
the pass.
So now, as I'm talking to him, so should I go near post or what? The guy is just like this. He doesn't hear me. Then I say, hey. And he says, what? He said, listen, you're going to go far post or we're going to play it short. He said, no, play it far post. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
This is when I realized when you're playing in on our own league, you can still communicate fluently. It's only the past game that Chiefs and Sundowns actually experienced, which was 80,000.
Yeah. Before we carry on, I want to touch on that.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs has played 3 games this
Right.
season.
Okay.
Every single one
Mm-hmm.
sold out. Maroma Gallants,
Yes.
sold out.
Yeah.
Amazu, sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Sundowns, sold out.
Correct.
Chiefs is good for South African football.
It boosts
Yeah,
the
that's
economy.
actually insane that they're selling out
It's
stadiums.
boosting the economy. Did you see the petrol also dropped when they were?
Petrol's down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Chiefs. Carry on. Tell us more. Tell us more.
Yeah. So those are one of the moments that I actually enjoy the most, and getting to rub shoulders and see guys that were my idols. I remember growing up playing as a left back, which is I wore the same numbers as Roberto Carlos. There's a time where we played just a mere pre-season preparation. We went to go and play Fenerbahce. Bruh, the stadium was packed. Walking like this with that guy, I was like, there was also Alex from Brazil.
Yes.
Oh,
Alex
number
Ocampos.
10. That guy is
That was
good.
good at free kicks.
That guy, I'm telling you, Fenerbahce, that guy is good. You go that side, you're gonna see his pictures just going on that side.
He also played for Chelsea. Right?
Yes,
That-
I played for Chelsea.
That guy, yes. When I say that guy is good that side, replica of us having a shoes machine. So
That's
when we play those guys, there's a time where I felt like I'm dreaming. I started pinching myself. What the heck is this?
This is a friendly game.
This is
This
just
is a
friendly.
friendly pre-season game.
And remember, it's sold out.
Mm.
Those people are crazy. Crazy with support. Then I played against a team called Trabzonspor. There's a guy called Mendoza. Mendoza. I just forgot the name.
Mendoza.
Mendoza. I played against that guy. There's a goal that he scored at home, bro. That's when I realized the amount of technical abilities when you're playing at the highest level, what it needs. You know, when you're in the field and you're admiring someone, their touches, their movement, then you're watching a movie or you play.
Yeah. You forget that you also
I'm
play.
telling you,
You're supposed to tackle this guy.
I was so
but you're like,
itchy. I was so itchy to say, when I get an opportunity, when I'm called up for national team or whatever, I'm going there to show these guys, me too. You still down there, you guys. There, I'm with the cream of the crops. I'm playing with big giants. Not within names, they can actually justify their names, the way that they play, the monies that they get, all the attention that they get. In Turkey, when you play football, it doesn't matter. The team that I played for, I'll give you an example so that the viewers can actually put it together and understand. It was your Celtics. With a huge following base.
Every team.
There's a time where I went to the mall. You know in South Africa, when I was still playing for Chiefs, I was still a youngster, not featured much, but I know I was playing for a big team. So when I started playing pro, now getting a little bit of that small time fame, small anyana where they capture you. I was never on the media for my own reasons. Because I was there to play football. Right. The story goes like this. So me knowing the media side, he's a cab driver, he takes me, says to me, hey, I tell him, Mish, I need to go to the mall, I need something to refresh, I need to buy some clothes and stuff like that. The guy says to me, my man, you just played the Anchor Cup, it was televised. Remember your pigmentation, your skin is more into their face. It's easy to identify you. You don't need to do much because already your skin,
You stand
Yes,
out.
you really
You stand out.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make it to come back home. You're gonna get stuck there at the mall. I'm telling you. Say, hey,
They don't know me.
Man,
Let me go
come
to
on,
the
man.
mall.
hey man, there's Chiefs in South Africa. That's why I walk at the mall freely. They say, the taxi driver said, I'm warning you. Here's me here, my slip flops, right? I go in, just walking through the mall. You took one child.
To recognize.
One child. Okay.
That boy I think he was 7 years, says to me, Sosibo! Sosibo, Naber!
That's me.
So when they say Naber, they say, how are you?
Okay.
Naber, Sosibo. Im Sosibo. Girl. When they say girl, he says it's to come. So then I'm like, yeah, how are you? Hey, he says, sign. Now I take the pen. I'm like, hey, is this?
Just one child.
No, but I'm like, no, I'm not used to doing this.
that's
No, that's not my
way.
I've never
It's a
wanted.
black man in Turkey.
I don't want. I'm not one of those guys that will also maybe go to the mall just because I want to sign autographs. No, I go for personal reasons. Get there, child calls me, hey, Sosibo, and then he shows me a jersey. Guess what he's wearing? He's wearing the club, but the older version of the jersey. I signed it. Immediately when I finished signing that thing, bruh, people just came.
It's a swarm now. It's a swarm now.
Yeah, it's him. So now they're trying to speak English. Hey, how are you? You're good? You South Africa? You Musheu? Then I know. But if you're not going to prove yourself to those people, tell you what, those people will never even want to know your name or talk to you. So you need to be a standout. They told me one thing when I was in Turkey. You're a foreigner. You cannot sit on the bench. You only sit on the bench when you're injured. That's it.
Okay.
They're paying you to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are paying you to play for our club. Yeah.
All right. So look, we have so many questions. We can talk about this forever. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna invite you back on the show next time, right? But for now, we need to talk about the PSL.
Correct.
I think you have, out of all of us here, including you, Alex,
Yeah,
he knows more about the PSL.
for
Right.
sure.
Then it's me. The rest of you, I don't know.
Right, let's get into the Premier League. Okay, the Betway Premiership. Like I said last week, kicked off late, but it's okay. So far, been impressed. Chiefs has a new coach, and you can see the ideas that he's trying to implement.
Okay.
He's brought in a very good player in Sereno. I feel like he's made a huge difference.
Mm.
And I saw his starting lineup yesterday changed as well. He started Castillo and Serino and who's this? Mart in midfield. And at a proper balance. What do you think about some of the decisions that actually took place in that match?
Referee's decision.
Sundowns and Chiefs, obviously.
Big spoiler was the ref. I think he ended the party way early. He was actually the man of the match at the end of the day. Everybody knows now that Chiefs were robbed out of points. Not because I'm biased, but it's evident enough for everybody to actually to see. I think also the referees are in question. They should be scrutinized, and then they should have actually proper people that will actually officiate big matches like that. You cannot bring up such an amazing crowd and then you bring poor quality in terms of trying to be the person that is going to marshal the game.
Yeah.
I think the game overwhelmed the ref in a sense, and I think Safa needs to dig deep into it, start looking at it, because at late we've been having referees that have been suspended.
Yeah, I mean,
so that says a lot.
I mean, even Robert Marawa tweeted last night when saying we have amateur refs reffing in a professional league.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
We
That
have,
doesn't make
I
any
mean,
sense
and this
at
is
all.
not an issue from just the top.
Yeah.
I mean, even grassroots.
Mm.
My boys play in the Johannesburg Academy League.
Yeah.
But the refs' decisions there,
Yeah, they're shocking.
shocking. They don't even know what an offside is.
Mm.
Wait, so then in the Joburg Academy League, is that so the rest that are hired there, it's not like a common
Some
agreement.
of them, I speak to some of them and they say, no, it's not a common agreement. It's
The
the
coaches.
league
Referees
that,
committee.
They pick a
yeah.
team.
But I've spoken to some of the refs and they tell me, no, last week I was refing an ABC Motepe League game. ABC Motepe
You know-
is like, this is PSL and this is ABC.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm like,
it's basically
Shuffle
saying
the deck.
it's
This is like
literally
two
right
cards
there.
from the top. No,
Hey,
one card
you're
from the
looking
top.
at
Okay.
Champions League, Europa League, Premier League,
UEFA Championship.
Yeah.
Championship. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
And the level of those refs is shocking. But on the good note, Chiefs 3 games played, Marumo Gallants Stadium fully packed.
Fully packed.
Amazulu, they packed the stadium, like sold out. Yesterday, Sundowns Chiefs sold out.
And on record
That's
time.
insane.
On
Record time. Yes.
Okay.
They selling tickets like hotcakes.
By Wednesday already.
By
Tickets
Wednesday,
were sold
tickets were sold out, and you were told
That's
to get
insane.
near to the stadium because
Yes.
tickets are sold.
Yeah, so now they're making chamburas then. Like they're
That's-
making
So
But-
people are saying Chiefs is good
Mhm.
for South African football. I'm saying Chiefs is great for South African football.
True.
Yeah, why did
And the economy for those that actually drive.
Yes. Those who just recently got their licenses,
If
which is a brother right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I was waiting.
Oh,
I was like, okay.
I saw it, man. They in Ramsey. You know the Woolies?
Mm.
Yeah, just
At Featherbrook.
yes, the
Yeah.
Woolies at Featherbrook. I
Yeah.
saw you guys shaking hand and then you got your license.
Hey! What? That is, I did not
But
buy
I'm not here to
license.
judge you.
Okay.
You're not gonna drive my car, so.
Yeah.
But congrats,
but-
congrats, BK.
See, I got my license in July, but thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
behind Woolies.
Okay.
But on the brighter side,
Okay,
I think
whatever.
we up for a good season.
Yeah.
I think when 3 big teams are doing well, it strengthens our national team, and also it broadens the selection of players actually that has to be on the national team. So when you're having your Pirates, your Chiefs, your Sundowns performing, you got players that are less questionable in a sense whereby if they're doing well, it's evident enough for us to see that he deserves to be there. He deserves to be there. Yes, now and again, people are going to be fan favorites where they're going to say, why there's 2 from Pirates, 1 from Chiefs, 1 from there. But the bigger picture is that the selection of the national team, the more we strengthen the national teams, it gives us also, or it markets the league a little bit higher also, which is we're starting to bring teams also to the CAF Champions League,
Yeah.
which is now another big revenue and also great endorsement for the league.
That's true. So, quickly, your top 5 players in the Bedwith Premiership. Quick, coach. You're on the clock.
Is
30
this
seconds.
regardless of position?
Doesn't matter. Basic, your top 5. Okay.
Van Rooyen.
Are you going from 5 to first? Okay.
Okay.
Olisander,
So
Van Rooyen. Those are both Paris players. Okay.
Correct.
Number 3.
I will put Mudau.
Kuliso. Okay.
Yes, I'll put Mudau there. I'll put Ikram Reynolds.
Okay.
Right, I'll put Apollos.
Police number 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Why number 1? Because I go for him because he's the young player, so there's a future ahead of him. The ones that I've mentioned have established themselves. So now you're looking at the market cap. That player is still going to have time to prove himself because these guys have
He
already.
plays for Polokwane City.
So him also being in the national team setup, playing for a small team, says something.
Okay. For me, so far, I'm gonna give you my top 5. I don't know which top bottom, but then
Start from 5. Just start from 5.
5.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
from
He's gonna
five.
miss it.
I want to miss some. I'm just gonna give you my 5.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
it's 5.
I've got Talente,
Mhm.
Mbata,
Mhm.
quality.
Mm.
Gaston Sirino, so far this season, I
Right.
think it's been great.
Oh,
Right.
Apolis, of course.
Yeah.
what?
You don't know anything.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Tembazwane.
Right.
I know that name.
Of course you
I
do.
know that name.
Everybody
South
knows.
Africa, yes.
Then I've got
South
Tebo.
Africa.
I feel like Tebogo Mokoena should not be playing in the Premiership. Should not be playing in South Africa.
You
He's
left
the
Rene out.
fullback, right?
Mufukeng out.
Mufokeng, okay. Ish, who can I take out?
Yeah, no. Keep your
You said it. Hold it.
Keep your
Hold
mind.
it. You said
It's
it.
gone now. You've
You
already.
said-
You said we are on time, eh?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Malema, Mufokeng is in the top 5, but I don't know his
Oi,
position.
you
Okay.
justifying it.
Okay. Just say he's the 6th man. He's your
He's
super
it.
sub.
But
Super
top,
sub.
top.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna get your predictions. I'm gonna start with our producer. Alex, who's winning the Bedway Premiership?
Kaiser Chiefs.
Okay? Alex says Kaiser Chiefs.
That's bold.
Yeah.
To keep my parents happy, I'm saying Kaiser Chiefs also. Because
Hi, Mom. Coach?
No. I'll definitely go for Sundowns. Squad depth, quality. Also a team that is on all fronts. All front meaning that they're playing in Africa. They're also dominating also in our own league. So for them,
So experience
it's a
wise.
true test.
Okay.
And the
that's fair.
experience is actually.
Alright.
That's fair. That's fair.
Personally, Pirates is gonna take the lead. I don't even support Pirates.
Who do you support?
I doubt
Chiefs.
though.
Okay? I was gonna wear a Chiefs shirt today.
I doubt though.
Then they lost. I wore it yesterday. And then they lost.
This guy.
Then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna wash it. I'm not washing it and wearing it the same day.
But coach, there's one thing that I doubt about Pirates. Pirates is good as a starter. They don't have a good bench. It's not like for like.
Okay, so they
I know.
don't squad depth.
Yeah, so
I know, but
so now we're looking at this. We're looking at like today's game. It took long for them to make a difference. They had to take a free kick. So what I'm saying, if they're actually cornered, they can't produce. Meaning you don't have a good bench. But you can't say the same with Sundowns. Chiefs is proving us also
Sundowns is
they
the
have.
Chelsea of South African
Do they
football.
just have a lot of
They have a lot of
50,
players,
56?
but the difference is it's quality players.
Okay.
I mean, the past 3 games, Mudau and
rotation.
Mokoena have not played,
Yeah.
Okay.
but they've still won the games comfortably. They've got a player that I love, the Chilean boy. What's his name?
Or not Ribeiro.
Not Ribeiro.
Allende. But I think this year,
There's a kid from
I think
Chile
this
playing
year,
in South Africa.
yeah. I think Allende
Focus.
this year has dropped. You know where's shine now? Ribeiro. I'll tell you why. The tactical switch. Before, Ribeiro used to play far wide. Now, Allende is working far than he was working last year when he actually had the system of Rolando.
Yeah, 'cause
So
he was
who's
with Alex.
showing now the true 10 is Ribeiro. How many goals has he scored?
I think 3 or 4.
Here we go.
But
That guy doesn't
And
miss.
there's
But
only
I'm
3
not
games
taking
in the
away
season.
anything from the
Allende
player.
is a controller.
Yeah.
Actually, he should be my
Ball
top 5.
player.
I'm changing. Forget the top 5 I gave you guys. Forget it.
Why did you give us top 5?
No, it was quick fire. Okay?
No!
I didn't have enough time to think about it.
Okay.
All right, guys. It's been a great show.
It has been a great show, yes.
Right, with some technical issues.
A lot.
A lot of them. But please, guys, subscribe, like, follow, and get in touch with us. We've got.
Please do, yes.
Tell them about the new format.
Oh yes.
Okay.
He's gonna tell you about the new format right now. And after that, I'm gonna send a shout out to some people because they'll kill me if I don't.
Alright, so new format for how we're recording and how we're releasing our content. So we're going to be releasing on 2 days throughout the week. The first day is where we're going to speak on content that has already happened. That is going to be on a Wednesday. And then the Friday episode,
The one that drops on Fridays.
Yes, the episode that drops on Friday, that is going to be content that is still upcoming. So games that are still coming throughout the weekend and the following week, that's going to all be covered in the Friday episode. And stuff that has already happened that we're going to speak about, such as Premier League games that we missed, PSL and so forth, that is going to be our Wednesday episode. So stay tuned for all of that. And yeah, now that we told you, you can't be surprised and be confused about what's going on and why we're only talking about specific things. Right now though, we spoke about PSL strictly and the Turkish league and so forth because we've got, South African heritage touching this culture.
I'm gonna say it again, man. You need to go help Amazu. You're still young.
He's still young.
I'll be your agent, my man.
He's still young.
I know I can call.
Once
look
again.
at you. Okay, coach, stand up.
Stand up.
Yo.
Oh, yes.
This man is fit.
Oh, yes. Come on now.
Come on, coach.
Yes, please.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you decide to come out of retirement, let me know. I'll be your agent.
No,
I'll keep saying that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, but thank you so much for coming.
Thank you
Thank
much.
you for making time. Sorry, I had to make you carry chairs to
Nah,
Yeah, set up.
Yeah. Sorry
For all
about
future
that.
guests.
for all future kids.
No.
Just know you're gonna help us set up. You don't understand. You're not a
You
celebrity.
see this couch?
when
You
it
see this
starts, everything when it starts, at least you got some hand on it. So when it progresses, you have a hand on it.
Wise words.
Wise words.
Okay.
Very wise.
Shout out to Maya, Enke, Susan,
His family.
Tadas, Malema, my boy, and the whole Western Ballers family. Alright. What's our sponsored by Western Ballers, by the way?
Is
Western
episode,
Ballers
the
Football
episode.
Academy. But guys, it's been great. We'll see you guys again next week.
Not next week. Friday episode with our predictions.
Yes, Friday
Yes,
episode.
good predictions.
And guys,
Yeah.
please like, subscribe,
Comment.
share, comment. I want your opinions.
Exactly. We will be responding to your comments in the comment section. We just didn't do all of that because, it was kind of euphoric to just see our episode out there. And
I saw myself on TV. Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was lovely. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. That has been BK.
JJ, and for today,
Episode 1 officially.
official
episode 1.
So, yes.
the pilot episode.
And today's show was the JNB NC show.
Yes, so that is.
And, and guys, for those that work out, there is
Gorillas play.
Gorillas Playground. That's where we do our shoots, and this is where you can get your body. Summer body's in, guys. It's too early. September. You just need October, November.
Yeah,
And in
just
December,
need
you
to
can groove all you want, looking all nice and fit like Coach right here. And obviously,
Make sure
you know. So, guys, follow at Gorillas Playground Fitness. Yeah, guys, we've got everything. We've got everything. I'll see you guys next week.
But yes, that has been BK and JJ
And
signing us.